Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the... My door's open. Shit. Chat. How's it going, everybody? Let me turn this shit down. I'm probably loud as fuck. Hold up. Let me peep. How's it going, everybody? Okay, shut up, nigga. Damn. But, hi, guys. Hello, everybody. Hey, storytellers. How's it going? Anybody who's watching right now? How we feeling on this wonderful Friday? Let's put my seat up. Because I'm doing pretty good. May or may not. I'm not gonna lie. I just came back, like, dead ass, minutes ago, from seeing Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Very, very excited to be talking about it. Hand pink waving. I'm joking. That's my son. It's my son. Howdy. I'm glad you got a hand pink waving. If anyone in chat else is here, say hi to my son. It's an order. But I just came back from watching Spider-Man Brand New Day. Just came out in theaters, not Spawn, but it was pretty good. It was a good time. We're gonna get into that later, though. I think now, just to warm up the stream. Jump to our first segment. Do we? Oh, I remember I fully changed this for the last stream. Let's get a Smash Doll in here. Let's get our daily Smash Doll. Okay. Who are we gonna get? Who are we gonna have? Let's maybe my shit here actually. Okay. Well, because I don't know. Sheik reminds me of Spider-Man because we watch Spider-Man. We're gonna say Sheik. Like this. Okay, so this character is not a woman, human. Okay, so not from Melee. Well, not a woman. It could be a dude. It could be fucking anybody. Not from Zelda, so I'm gonna guess. Oh wait, no, human. I'm gonna guess Ike. Okay, human, but not a male or female. So is it both or neither? Fire Emblem, less than 107 pounds. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? I'm just gonna start throwing out ones, bro. So a human, but not. Fuck, dude, I don't know. Not from Fire Emblem. Minmin's a woman. Augmented. Okay, so not an augmented human. Same weight as Minmin though. Who is kind of snatched. Who's kind of like a baddie. Who's like a baddie dude in Smash Bros. Shit, dude, I don't know. So if it's not. So it's not a dude, but it's a human, and it's not a lady, but it's also a human. 104 pounds. What fucking series could this be from? Right? Let's choose a me. Oh shit. We just got a motherfucking clue. Okay. So. Well, it's clearly gonna be one of the me's. Am I stupid? It could only be one of the me's. I assume the gunner because, yeah, the gunner has a gun, so it'd be heavier. Let's fucking go. I won. Right? I assume so. Can I type in more characters? Or yeah, well, I completely got this right. I don't know why it's letting me type more. Okay, W. Okay, word. We got it. I think it's my quickest Smashville 5, at least on these streams. That was crazy. I would have never gotten to me if I did it. I would have never figured out me, bro, because I was like thinking like, okay, what universe could this be? Okay, word. That was the quickest Smashville fucking ever. Congratulations. Okay. Well, that's funny, because that makes the rest of this a bit easier. Because I think now, if I'm right, is when I'm going to be talking about the movie. Talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day. My son is only communicating me through images. I like this. It's like my son doesn't speak English. We birthed him and he spoke Arabic exclusively, and I don't speak Arabic. So, but he learned how to use emojis, which I think is fire. That's got a really nice message. Hold on. Yo, wait, what the fuck? Yo, hey, what the fuck? Why you putting this? Yo, word. What the fuck? It's my son. I'm scared. He's just showing me his mouth. It's terrifying. But yeah, sorry, I got a really nice message and I want to respond to it. But Spider-Man Brand New Day. So I watched it. I came out of the theater. I was originally gonna go with my partner. Partner got busy. Work was like, yo, get your ass over here right now. And obviously, duty calls. You gotta make bread. So I could not. But I went there. It was really nice. I didn't get really crazy snacks. I got myself one of those ices. I don't know if y'all do this whenever you get an icy, where you get like multiple flavors. You get like the red, the Coke, and then the blue, and you just drink it all. And it's like a disgusting sugary mess, but it feels so good. That's what I love about going to the movies. But I didn't get like popcorn or nachos or anything. I just got like gummy bears. And I sit there, and it's like a big-ish theater. I think there were a few bigger screenings earlier in the day, but I didn't want to go because the seats, they were kind of like ass. Yo, this is getting absurd. This is absolutely. What is that? Is that a fucking ice cream? What the hell is that? Okay, I'm gonna assume that's ice cream. But the way it worked, it was big-ish. I sat in the back so I could get the best view. Honestly, genuinely, immediately, it smells like feet. I'm just being real, right? And I don't know if y'all are into feet. I'm not into feet, so I was not fucking with that. It immediately smelled like feet. I get into the back of the theater. I sit down. I have a dude to my left and a dude to my right. The dude to my left is looking like this. He's looking intensely. The movie has not started yet. The dude to my right is balding. Just being honest, not trying to be rude. He's balding. And while the trailers are playing, every time it's... I know, me exactly. And while the trailers are playing, every time it's not the movie, he makes the same. He goes every single time. Mind you, I got there like 5 minutes before. It's like 10 minutes of trailers after the time, so it's like 20 minutes of trailers total. Every 2 minutes, he started getting annoyed, and she was going like, "Come on!" I'm like, "Bro, chill out." I'm like, "Damn." But then they were kind of trolling him because they played 4 back-to-back AMC like promotional like explanation things. Like they had the one where the blonde lady is walking through and it's like, "This is where you make memories. This is where emotions happen. What did she say? Heartbreak feels beautiful in a place like this. Like that. Then they had like, do not turn your phone on during the movie. You must have your phone on do not disturb the entire time during the movie. Support your fellow AMC Club members. It is because of people like you that we can make movies like this. And thank you to the A-list members. Have y'all seen the damn, where it's like what I want to do as a A-lister? AMC Club A-list meme. I don't know if y'all seen this, but it's like the niggas who be standing and shit, who like stand the clap. Yeah, it's just some memes and stuff. But you know, they play 4 back-to-back, and he's kind of annoyed. But then the movie starts, and if you're watching this and you haven't seen Spider-Man Brand New Day, do not worry. I will not be talking about spoilers. We might have a spoiler section later in the stream, but as of right now, we're not going to be talking about spoilers at all. Lots of movies I've seen in this country didn't even bother to ask you not to record or turn off your phone. They done gave up. Dang, were people doing it? Because I feel like I've only been to like one theater, honestly, in my life where I can think of people on their phone. Like, genuinely. Like, it was annoying as fuck when it happened. Because it was during Toy Story 5, where the whole message was like, don't be addicted to technology. But, yeah, damn. Nah, but like, I was too busy watching the movie, so I don't know. See, that's a good... See, I'm looking at reactions and shit, so that's my problem. You're watching movies the right way. So there's gonna be a spoiler-free discussion of Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'ma get the easy one out of the way. I liked it. Okay, it was. I'll be real. I liked it. Is that a fucking camera emoji, yo? I liked the movie though, right? Trying to talk about this without spoilers. For me, right? The movie was a lot about, we knew this, right? About the emotions of Peter Parker, about the work-life struggle between Peter Parker and Spider-Man, and sort of what he's doing in the aftermath of the events of No Way Home. So this was a very much like a Peter Parker-focused story. And for that part, I thought it was absolutely outstanding. I think this is probably Tom's best performance as Peter Parker. One of my favorite details is that when he's talking as Spider-Man, he actively has like a New York, Brooklyn accent. So he'd be like, "Yo, what's up, man? No, get out of the street, brother." That's like a black accent, sorry. But like, I don't know how to describe it. He's like, "Get me a fucking coffee. I'm fucking walking here." And I'm like, dang, that's crazy, right? I think it's really charming because you can notice him, he's actively putting on a character as Spider-Man. Even when he's out of the costume, he might be on the phone with someone and he's talking as Peter Parker to people in real life because they can see him, but on the phone he's Spider-Man and they don't know he's Spider-Man. So I thought that part was really good. I like how Tom performed as him. I like the emotions. It was a very, very emotional movie. Like, that is for sure. It is definitely a movie where Peter Parker is damn sad. And it doesn't really feel like a movie where it ends in like a everything wrapped in a bow type way. It's just sort of like, you know, he has an emotional realization of some sort. And then, you know, the movie continues on. So I think in terms of the character writing for Peter, really good. Even for a lot of the characters, right? I'm trying to think of the characters we know that are in the movie for sure. MJ was fun. MJ was good. MJ was really emotional. A lot more MJ than I expected, honestly. But Zendaya kills it. Ned, we get a lot of Ned, which I love. The Punisher, we get a lot of, which I wasn't expecting at all. I honestly thought he was going to be way less important in this movie. But we get a lot of him, and John Berthal is, I think I'm saying his name right. John Berthal is absolutely killing it in this role. Like, he feels like the Punisher, and I haven't seen too much of the Punisher show. I think I've seen like an episode, to be honest. But I know of the Punisher, and I've seen clips of his performance, and I know John Berthal as an actor. I've seen him in different stuff. Saw him in The Odyssey like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and he is absolutely killing it here. He's doing great, and every scene with him is a gem, is a joy. Yeah, I'm trying to think what other characters I could talk about that are like non-spoiler. There's characters that this is sort of getting into what the next segment I want is going to be, which is how close was I with the pitch. But there's a lot of characters that I thought were going to be in the movie a lot more, who are not at all, who are fully not important. And there are some that I actually expected to be more important due to how much they're in the trailers that are not as important. And maybe throughout time that's going to change my opinion of the film. I don't know. But you know, there's certain characters we do know are in the film. Okay, let me just look up his actors. I actually don't know if we know his name or if that's supposed to be a reveal. I mean, I was right in my pitch, right? But that doesn't mean I can spoil it. But you don't know what I'm talking about. Ha ha ha. Where the fuck? What's this guy called? Tremel Tillman from Succession? Severance. I mix those up for some reason. Tremel Tillman from Severance kills it in this role. He's not like doing like a outstanding, insane performance, but he's doing great, and you can understand what his character is pretty quickly. But it works for the story. It fits that sort of comic booky vibe. I hope he comes back. I hope we see more of him. I hope we learn more of him. I think that would be really interesting. I think for the world building, that would do really good. And that leads into my second thing about the movie. This is very much like a world building forward movie. This is very much like developing the Marvel Cinematic Universe, developing New York, the world of Spider-Man and the surrounding characters. It's doing a lot of that world building, and it's doing it really, really well, right? It gives us a lot of characters, which was something I was a little bit worried about, when the movie was starting to come out. And they make it work. I don't think the movie's too bloated, which I think was a worry. The movie's not too bloated. I honestly think that a lot of us fans kind of expected characters to be a lot more important than they were going to be. This movie is very much fits into its tight little bubble, is very much self-contained, but includes a lot of iconic characters. It trusts you to just believe that they exist, and if you do, you're going to have a great time, right? And I think that is what the Marvel Cinematic Universe really can strive at, right? Because Hulk is in this movie. We know this for a fact. It's in the posters, it's in the trailer. And it doesn't feel the need to, have a Hulk storyline going on, right? You don't need to watch She-Hulk. You don't need to, to watch the movie, here's what you need to know about Hulk. The Hulk is Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner turns into the Hulk. He's a scientist. He's a genius. He's an Avenger. You know that already. You don't need to see any Hulk movies. You honestly don't need to see any Avengers movies. You just need to know about the character. You need to be aware of him in the zeitgeist, in the culture. And this movie is banking on the fact that most people do, which most people do. The Hulk is one of the most famous characters ever. Not knowing certain things about the Hulk, I don't know. You know the Hulk, bro. Even if you don't know anything about the Hulk, you know the Hulk. But that was a lot of characters. A few characters I can't talk about. A few characters that are kind of spoilers. But I will say, Sadie Sink's character does a lot of world building. There's a lot of world building that has to do with who she is in the movie. I have concerns with who that character is and some implications. Not really implications, but just nitpicks in terms of writing for her character specifically. But that's truly my biggest nitpick. Because the MCU has a problem, in my opinion. And I think this movie might be the biggest culprit of that, with having characters who are kind of entirely justified, right? Not just a sympathetic villain or a antagonist who has a point, but someone who, you see their motivation, you're actually, literally, what? Yeah, go for it. And you're yup, go do it. And the way that the movie introduces nuances that makes you dislike them as an antagonist is making them do insane shit. Absolutely insane shit. That kind of comes out of nowhere, but also doesn't really gel too well with the sympathetic character that they're also giving them, right? I think an example of that done super right is Magneto in any X-Men movie. Funny that I'm saying that, right? But Magneto's motivation is you understand where his rage, where his sorrow, where his anger, where his extremism comes from, You completely understand. And there's a lot of times that as an audience member, you go, no, Magneto's pretty correct on this fact. But what makes him interesting as an antagonist, as a villain, as a conflict point, is that he always does a little something where you're like, no, too far. But I see why you're doing that, right? I see exactly why you are doing that thing, and I see why you don't get it, but I'm here to say, cut that shit out, right? Like me and my son watched X-Men First Class, and I wish I had a better example of this, right? But there's a scene where he stops all the missiles, right? It's so valid. He turns them around, and he shoots them back at the warships. Now, the way that scene's framed, right, there is so much ocean between them and the warships, and there's multiple options here, right? Obviously, you understand, yeah, if someone shoots at you, bro, you're gonna wanna be, like, one of your instincts is gonna be, no, let me shoot back, let me get back, especially if you're feeling all this vitriol, all this hatred, and you're seeing, like, repeated stuff going on, right? Like repeated injustices, and also if you have the trauma and the intensity of the trauma of Magneto, right? You totally understand, but you also understand, hey, hold on, you know? Like, you can't, like, I get it, and there's probably a few characters in there that I also, as an audience, want to hurt, but also, that's nuts, you know? Can we do that as people in the world? And that's sort of the question. That's what makes it interesting in X-Men. Have you seen the movie yet? I have. We're discussing it right now, Luke Kaza. We're doing a spoiler-free discussion. Have you seen the movie? If you did, what did you think about it? But with that, you know, Magneto dilemma, you understand where his extremities come from, but you also understand, hey, that's not the right thing to do, especially in a superhero context, right? You don't have to, it doesn't always have to be the thing you 100% agree with right at that moment. Like, you don't have to be like, I would never do that. You have to understand a superhero's job is to save people. Like, that is like their job in the fiction. So it applies. And they kind of do that in a few MCU movies, and they do that here. Spoiler free, right? Yes, spoiler free. We're doing a spoiler free discussion. I'm not even saying the names of characters. I'm just describing a general issue I have with certain MCU movies, where they have villains that are so sympathetic in their motivations and their desires and their goals that the movie then has to overcorrect and give them absolutely insane crazy shit to do, to really make you go, oh, that's a bad person. Like, there is, spoiler free, not saying anything, there is a scene where essentially the antagonist of this film puts someone in such extreme danger, like multiple times, or kills, right? It depends on how you see it. Either puts people in extreme danger or kills people that are entirely, like, innocent. Like, entirely innocent. Have nothing to do. Full sieves. Full 100% sieves. And just like, nope, I'm gonna do whatever I want with her. And as an audience member, you're like, damn, that's fucked up, because you're like, I would not want someone to do this to me, right? And you're like, dang, they're really gonna need something to justify wanting to do all this, you know? Because if they're gonna be sympathetic, and they don't really. You're like, damn, I feel for you when they reveal the backstory of this character. Where's the Secret Wars? When's the Secret Wars pitch? He should have been here last stream, yo. I was talking about it for a bit. The Secret Wars pitch is probably gonna be next year, if I'm being honest. I can't make any promises though, because that video is gonna be 10 times bigger. So we glaze in tonight. Derpy, I'm gonna be honest, Derpy, I'm gonna be honest. I was giving a critique, but it's my one big critique. I'll wrap it up. Right? There's certain actions a character makes that you're like, okay, they're gonna have to really make you sympathize with them to get to an emotional point, so that you can really learn to love this character. And they don't really do that. They don't really give you that much sympathy. You're still like, cool, like, but if you think about it too hard, it's like, damn. You know, that's a bit of my issue. Secret Wars leak plot is buns. Derpy, how buns? You're the second person, 2 streams in a row, you're the second person to come in here and say that shit is buns. How buns is it? Chat, should we talk about the Secret Wars leak? I actually haven't seen it. Would you want me to do that at some point? Music is a little loud. Okay, word. So is Doomsday plot leak, and the trailer supports it. That's the funny part. What is even the Doomsday plot leak? Should we talk about these leaks? Because some of these Spider-Man leaks are right. So whoever is Marvel's just letting shit fly, which is hilarious. Back in 2022, the leaks they were releasing were complete cap, like absolute lies. Like most of the Multiverse of Madness plot leaks were complete bullshit. But the rest of Brand New Day was really good, right? Aside from, I can send it if you need it. Well, I'm trying to get a consensus if we want to go through it. If we have a consensus, then maybe I'll think about it. We could probably do that at the end of the stream. But right now, hold on to it. But we can get to the glazing, because Cosmic Wonder. Okay. Yeah, dang. Yeah, no, if there's a plot leak, and it's real, then them shits are probably not going to change that much. Because to be fair, whatever's going on at Marvel Studios is scrambling, bro. They canceled so many projects. As expected. There's projects that they announced, and I'm like, there's no way that project is being... People heard of Armor Wars and thought that shit was ever coming out. You've lost your fucking mind. There was no chance in hell that Armor Wars was ever going to be out. You lost it. But, yeah, Blade got canceled too. I knew it. That movie was canceled a year ago. They just been lying. They've been trying to revive it. It was dead a long time ago, yo. But... in terms of visuals, Brand New Day is probably the best looking Spider-Man movie. That's not animated, right? That's not obviously not counting the Spider-Verse movies, but it's better looking than all the Raimi movies. It's better looking than all the Mark Webb movies. It's better looking than the first MCU trilogy. This movie looks outstanding. There's a swinging scene that Peter does in the rain that is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. This movie has the best swinging. I'll say that. People are going to say TASM 2, disagree. This movie has the best swinging. It debatably has the best fight scenes. The fights in the Spider-Man movies are never really the parts that really intrigue me all the time, right? So I'm not really in love with that. The video is called The Full Doomsday Plot. Like, it's a video. Can I read it? Probably. Is Cosmic Wonder like an AI channel? Not to judge. There's no consensus. It's probably not going to watch it. Yeah, it's the leaks I have. And then the other videos, yeah. Okay. Well, if I can read it, we might go through it. But this is easily the best looking Spider-Man movie in terms of swinging, in terms of color grading. This movie's like really dark, but like bright when it needs to be. Right? I think a lot of superhero movies do dark, and then don't like bring up the brightness so you can see what the fuck is going on. It'll be the picture of the leaked footage. Is it real? Is it real leaked footage? And Secret War video will have Wolverine pick. I mean, Wolverine. Yeah, that kind of makes me not believe it. I don't think they would have. They like just started filming. I don't know if they would have it. Like, you mean like of his costume? If it's of his costume, that's totally plausible. But if it's like on set, there's no way they're on a Wolverine scene right now. Luke Kazza says, what did you think of the post-credits scene? It's fine. Essentially does the same thing that I think they should do, which is set up where Spider-Man's going next, which is clearly Secret Wars. We know he's not going to be in Doomsday. But I will say, there's a character in here that makes me go, well, why isn't Spider-Man in Doomsday then? Because there's a character in here that's in Doomsday. And I'm like, so why the fuck isn't Spider-Man in this? But it's fine. You need to see their videos, though, because you need to understand the bull. Is there not a text version of these leaks? Derpy, what's going on? Is there not a text? What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? What the hell? I do have the detective leaks. Perfect. I might ask for those. I might not watch the video. I'm not finna lie. I'm not trying to. I'll be bored as fuck. I'll fall asleep. Because I've seen leak videos, y'all. The leak videos are like, welcome to the MCU. And today, we'll figure out why Captain America and Iron Man are together on set. And I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. There's a detailed Doomsday leak released a couple of days ago that tracks with all the trailers. Well, I hope it tracks with all the trailers. It was released a couple of days ago. That would make sense. Comic Wonder is not AI, but I would recommend the video. But is it a good video though? Okay, it's not AI. He's real YouTube. Okay. I might check out Cosmic Wonder. We might. I will. But anyway, this movie looks outstanding. The music is also great. There's a lot of needle drops. There's a lot of like licensed music in this movie. So dope. There's a lot of licensed music in this movie. And I don't have a problem with it because I think the licensed music does a thing of like glaze. You definitely are glazing. 100%. Yeah, I'm not glaze patrol. But there's a lot of licensed music in this movie, and I think it sort of expresses a lot of New York's multiculturalness, and I think it does it really well. Another movie that has a lot of needle drops is Tasm 2, and it's just a lot of like, for you, and then home never like that fucking song, right? And I'm like, bro, turn that shit off. And like, you know, hey ho, let's go. Like, come on. So I was not fucking with it in that movie, but in this one, in Brand New Day, the needle drops are real good. Yeah, I mean, Brand New Day is a good movie. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about that I think is more spoiler territory. That I think is more talking about the damn spoilers. So, okay, chat. Should we check out this Cosmic Wonder guy? I'm gonna need more people than just Derpy to say yes if we are gonna do that. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other stuff that's in the movie that I really like. I mean, the acting is really good. Music's good. Lucas, okay, Lucas says yes. I know Derpy wants us to look at it. Anyone else? Anyone else in chat? We might go with that yes. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, there's really no one else who wants to see it. So how about this? We might watch it, but as soon as that shit is ass, no. Okay? As soon as the video itself, not the leak, as soon as the video itself is ass, we're done. Okay, so we're gonna peep it. We're gonna peep it. Says also no one really conjected against this. People were kind of like for it. So let's see. Okay. Let's pull it up. Okay. There's Doomsday plot leak makes so much sense. Does it? Okay. I'm gonna be very harsh. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot I muted my shit. Viewership went to 1 the second we went on the YouTube video. Never mind. This is a death sentence. We are not watching this. Never mind. What the hell? Hell no. Viewership went to 1 the second the video got pulled up. Fuck that. I'm sorry. You can I don't know if you can send me a text version. I might read it. Well, do we think it's real? Because if we think it's real, I kind of don't want to know. Why the fuck would I want the movie spoiled? That seems like ruining my enjoyment of the film on purpose. But I mean, like the trailers look. The thing is, there's not much the movie can do, right? Like Doomsday isn't gonna really. Doomsday's not gonna shock us. To be honest. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yo. That shit went down instantly. Fuck Immediately that shit went down. Hell no. I don't know. I don't think Doomsday could really surprise us, right? We watched the trailer last week. I kind of feel like we know what's gonna happen. Doom is gonna be looking for some shit. We just gotta know what it is, right? And there's only a few things that he could want. Right? In my Doomsday pitch, I made some Last of Us shit up. And maybe I'm right. I think I'm probably less right than I was a Brand New Day. Brand New Day, I wasn't spot on. I thought a certain guy craziness, absolute psychoness. I don't know, but I feel like music is still. Oh yeah, because I turned it up for YouTube video. Yeah. Music isn't still loud. I made it louder. It was quieter. I did listen to you. It just got louder. That's all. It's a brand new day. Hello, worst time. You just got it out of us avoiding apparently the worst YouTube video ever, because millions of people scattered the second we pulled it up. And the Cosmic Wonder Defense Squad is not here, so I don't think they believed in it either. I think they saw the dangers of that video. I just did my spoiler-free discussion. Taj, have you seen Brand New Day yet? Because if you haven't, what did you think of it? Because I think we could probably soon hop into our rating of all the Spider-Man movies. If I'm being TBH, right? We could probably soon hop into our ranking. Spider-Verse movies are S's. Y'all know that. I don't need to say it. It's obvious. It's the most obvious thing on the planet. Everyone knows it. Now I'm ranking this. Then we have Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, and Brand New Day. So, ranking, we're going to be going from S tier to F tier. It's going to be a little harsh, okay? So first up, right, I'm gonna give my full thoughts because I did essentially a rewatch of these movies leading up to Brand New Day, and now we're just gonna rank them, and we're gonna, and I'm gonna be dead honest. Especially watching Brand New Day, I think I could look at some things a bit differently, right? So first up, we got Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1. Now this is a classic, right? We all know it's a classic. We all know Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1 is like not the first superhero movie, but the first superhero movie to really kickstart shit like crazy style. Like Blade definitely did something. Like Blade was, I think, like the first successful superhero movie. But like Spider-Man had people doing like superhero movie, and everyone was copying the Spider-Man formula, right? So it's obviously a classic. Rewatching it now in 2026, it's aged pretty well. I like the campiness. I like the corniness. I like the cheesiness. I like that it feels a bit like, I haven't read many of them, but it feels a bit like those Steve Ditko Stanley comics. It feels a bit silly. It feels soap opera-y. The dialogue feels not Shakespearean, not operatic, but it feels written, right? And it does that on purpose because it wants you to feel like you're reading a comic, right? I think when you're reading those 60s comics, it doesn't feel like people talking. It doesn't feel like a fucking Tarantino movie. That's not what he's going for. He's going for a very, a bit intense dialogue, theatrical dialogue. And the actors do an excellent job of delivering that dialogue. Tobey Maguire is still probably one of my favorite Peter Parkers. I think if we're just looking at Peter Parker performances, he's really up there. God damn, some heavy ass steps upstairs. So his performance is really good. His Spider-Man is funny, right? Like his Spider-Man is very much awkward, which is hilarious because like he's huge. He's fucking built as shit. He's not one of the smaller Spider-Men, so it's really funny. I used to dislike it. Now I think it's not a great Spider-Man performance, right? But it's good. It works for the movie. And the plot's good, right? Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is fucking iconic. It's probably one of my favorite comic book movie villain performances ever. It's a tight film. It communicates its themes very well. It is shot beautifully. If y'all haven't seen whatchamacallit, what's it, like Spider-Man on 40mm or some shit? Where is it? Look away, guys. Look away. 40mm. 35mm. That's it. This shit is crazy. Y'all haven't seen it. Genuinely, like, look, watch. Look at this. It is. Like, I don't know if y'all can see on stream, but like the grain on it, it looks fucking nice. Right. It is shot in a way to feel like comic book panels, right? And I think seeing it in 35mm.
Great reflexes.
The open mate.
Thanks.
Right.
No problem.
I read that because I'm fucking European.
Hey, you have blue eyes. I didn't notice by like, glasses. Did you just get contacts?
This looks great. This looks iconic. And the movie's shot like that. And I think once you know that, and you look at the shots, and you're like, wait a minute, these shots are really good. These shots are very panel-like. These shots feel like a comic book brought to life, and probably comic books that Sam Raimi was reading, right? I think some people are very critical of the Sam Raimi movies because they're like, that's not how my Spider-Man is, because they're expecting from Spider-Man 2002, they're expecting Ultimate Spidey, right? They're expecting early 2000s edge and grit, and that's not really what the first movie gives you. It sort of gives you like a charm. It gives you a warm feeling. It feels like a hug. It feels like a home. It's not the best, right? I think it is, but it is really good. It is very, very solid. In my opinion, that is the tip top of B. That is the tip top of B. That's probably like, that is, where C is like the average. I think B is the benchmark. B for benchmark. Write that down. B for benchmark. That I think B is the benchmark for these movies, because Spider-Man 1 is really, really damn good, right? And I only put it at a B because of the next one, Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2. We all know this fucking movie. I love rewatching this movie so much because it is so damn good. Because the first movie, I think, does a really good job of introducing you to the character, introducing Green Goblin, giving you some good Spider-Man action, some good Spider-Man swinging, and some good Spider-Man dilemmas. It is just plain good, and everyone is just sort of getting into their characters, and we have to be introduced to them, so it's, we sort of have to start up. And I don't think it suffers from that, but I think it doesn't go the distance that it really could if it didn't have to do all those things. And also, obviously, first time. Spider-Man 2 learns from all of that, right? It gives you Spider-Man no more. It gives you Peter is losing his powers and does not want to be Spider-Man, but still has the think about the responsibility. It shows him struggling. It shows him suffering. It shows the consequences of his actions. It connects you to the antagonist. Doc Ock is so good, and a lot of these villains are great. I wouldn't even like say he's my favorite because I'm like, damn, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is really good. I really like Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio, right? I'm gonna be honest, I really like Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio, but Doc Ock is up there. Doc Ock is top 3 for sure. And it's just like the action scenes are so good. All the fight scenes with Doc Ock are outstanding. The train scene is a fucking masterpiece. The ending scene is a fucking masterpiece. Visually, it is gorgeous, right? There's certain scenes in Spider-Man 1 that look kind of cheesy, look kind of, definitely of the times. These scenes do not. Like, there are moments where like, oh my god, that's silly, but you're so sucked in, and the emotions they draw out of you. And Alfred Molina fucking kills it. He is a Broadway actor, and you can fucking, well, I don't think he's Broadway, I think he's UK theater. And you can fucking feel it, right? Alfred Molina does outstanding. Just, the whole movie is great. It is such an emotional roller coaster. It takes you up and down. In the music, I haven't even talked about the score, by the way. The Raimi movies all share a composer, so the score is kind of not universal throughout, but if the score is good in the first movie, it's pretty good in all three, right? So it's not like the score is going to differ too much for these first three. But the score in Spider-Man 2, I think Doc Ock's theme, right? The boom, 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 like that shit is really, really good. That's outstanding. I think the fact that it doesn't have to introduce us to Spider-Man and lets him have all his conflicts, like literally everything in his life is going against him. Like Harry hates Spider-Man and is like, being a dick to Peter. MJ is mad at Spider-Man. MJ is mad at Peter. Right? His job's not going great. And even now the one thing that he was guaranteed is going like not good, but he's like, well, I'm Spider-Man, I know I can do that. Now that's not fucking working. Right? This movie, Spider-Man 2, is almost the opposite of Brand New Day. Right? In terms of what the issue is, right? The issue is here he can't be Spider-Man. The issue there is he's struggling to be Peter Parker. And I think I'm saying all these positive things, so I'm trying to, for the life of me, think of the negative, and I'm actually like, damn. The thing is, I have a list on my letterbox, and I'm gonna see if this matches it. Whatever I rate here is probably more accurate than what I have on my letterbox. But to me, Spider-Man 2 is like genuinely almost perfect. Like, my only issue is that it has, even Tobey's Spidey is even better in this. He is so much better in this as Spider-Man than in Spider-Man 1. This is a fucking S, bro. It's an S, bro. It's an S, bro. It's a fucking S. Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest superhero movies ever. Debatably the greatest. It's up there with First Class, bro. Like, that movie's so fucking good. I love it. Next we have Spider-Man 3. Okay, people really dislike this movie. In my rewatch that I did this past week, I was aware. I've been rewatched Spider-Man 3. I'm not like a Spider-Man 3 defender. It is so extremely flawed. It is so extremely flawed, right? It has some of the charm of the first two, but not really, right? I think the first two are super, super heartwarming and super, super personal, feel very homey and feel sort of like a 60s comic. And then it deadass feels like we jumped super far ahead to start talking about Venom. I think Venom is the biggest problem with this movie. And that's hilarious because I think, in a way, it might be technically the most developed part of the movie, which is nuts, right? So we have the Venom storyline, which we obviously could not do all the shit that Venom actually does, but Venom is kind of like a weak Venom, right? And it does illustrate Peter's frustrations, right? It does illustrate that Peter becomes sort of wild and becomes sort of, not evil, because that's not what Venom does. He becomes more aggressive. He becomes, more prone to, being selfish. His negative emotions sort of come out a bit more. And I think the Venom in this movie kind of does that, but then it also does all the silly shit, right? It's doing like the very like silly Spider-Man 3 stuff, like like the dancing, like dig on this, and it does jump crazy to make you really be like, damn, Peter's an asshole by having him hit MJ. That's not necessary at all, right? Like, there's ways you can communicate that idea without having to do something like that. And I think having to do something like that sort of puts an impression on the audience where it's like, god damn, because it feels like a jump. It definitely feels like a jump. But also, it's kind of like very edgy, and it's a very Sam Raimi way. But I think that's not really what's exciting. When it gets on Topher Grace, and it gets like so boring, right? Like, it's none of the cool shit about Venom. It's none of the like talking to villain out of the way. Then we have Harry Osborn's Green Goblin, who starts the movie with essentially 2 films of development, and then has amnesia the whole time, which is fine. That's like, okay, whatever. It's not really, I don't hate amnesia, but I'm like, well, that's way less interesting than having him be a villain. But now he has to coexist with Peter. And kind of just go, no, what if they were still friends? And now Peter is doing this dark side, and Harry has to emerge. And it comes out being, we're friends all along. And it's like fine, but it's super uninteresting, and he's barely in it when he comes back. It's like, oh, cool. That's fine. I think Harry Osborn's Green Goblin might be my favorite part of the movie. Spider-Man 3. Then we have the Sandman. The Sandman, apparently supposed to be the main villain. I do. What the fuck? Because we get an excellent family motivation. We even get an interesting connection between him and Peter. A pretty interesting connection, right? And that motivates Peter's anger, and that motivates the stuff with Venom. But again, when he's not in focus, he's not doing fucking shit. It feels like these characters are being put on pause while the camera's not on them. And, this is the first Spider-Man movie where shit feels bloated, where shit feels legitimately, actually bloated. And like, I don't know. It's not for me. It makes things hit less. The relationship between Peter and MJ at this point got a little annoying. I think Spider-Man 2, it peaked. At this point, they keep arguing, going back to each other. I want to see them do something else. Gwen Stacy's barely in this movie. She's a non-factor. Genuinely, honestly, don't care. Right? Like, she doesn't really have a personality in this film, to be real with you. J. Jonah Jameson is great. He's great in all 3 of these. Crazy I haven't even mentioned it once so far in this tier list. But, it's fine. It's fine. Spider-Man 3 is just, really not good, especially compared to Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2. I think it's super bloated, and what it doesn't do very well. So I'm going to have to be real. I say it's going to go in D, because C should be a film that is just boring to me, that's average, right? I think Spider-Man 1 is an above average film. I think it's a quite good movie. I think it's quite good. I think it does the character really well. I think it does the themes of responsibility really well. I think it's a great villain, a great hero, a great soundtrack, great. Spider-Man 3, not so much. I don't really understand the themes. I think they're not communicated well. I think the villains are all flopped. I think Peter is the least interesting in this film. I think MJ is the least interesting in this film. And there's just a lot of shit going on. The movie's so mid, I can't even speak. There's just a lot of shit going on, and it's like, damn. Hit, right? It's like, they took the seasoning out of this one. That's how it feels. And that's not a C to me. To me, that's not average. To me, that is below average. But then we got the amazing Spider-Man. Where are we gonna put it? Where do you think we're sticking? You think we're gonna put it here? You think we're gonna put it here? Just going to see. Just going in. Okay, but she does go in and see, right? This is probably the Spider-Man movie I have watched the least. So while doing my rewatch, I will really want to give it the time of day, because I know some people who really, really love the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. They really love that shit. And for me, I want to give it a chance because I love Andrew Garfield. I think he's an excellent actor, and he does really, really good in both of his movies. Well, he does really, really good in this movie. He's a great actor, and I think my thing with The Amazing Spider-Man is it has certain flaws where I'm like, well, that's an interesting choice that they went for, right? Yay, made it. Hello, TJ. Hello. We're just ranking all the Spider-Man movies after I've done seen Spider-Man Brand New Day just a while second. So loud. Wait, hold on. That should... That really? Yo, because my stream levels are saying the opposite. It's saying I'm like yelling, and it's saying the music was very, very low. Let me check. Let me turn this shit down. I'm probably loud as fuck. Gonna put it here? I thought we were gonna put it here. Damn! How the fuck did it get so fucking loud? Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. That's nuts. How is it now? Yeah, it's saying my levels were at yellow, almost peaking. And then it was saying, like, I literally have one maxed out and one at the very bottom. It's nuts. Still? So what the fuck? We're just raking all the spiders. Let me check. Let me turn this shit down. I'm probably loud as fuck. Gonna put it here? Wait, this is me. What the fuck? Yeah, what the hell? You're sending me a vid? Well, I'm watching the stream. Still? So what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, that's so strange. That is actually so... What the hell? Well, that doesn't make... Yeah. Okay. Let's peep this. Chat, let's peep this. What the fuck? How the hell? Okay. Chat. So if y'all correct me on the sound and I say I fixed it and I didn't fix it, just keep reminding me. Don't get embarrassed. What's going on? Y'all just kind of dealt with it? What the fuck? Y'all should be yelling. Y'all should be saying, chill, shut the fuck up. What the hell? That's so strange. Chat was just dealing with it. Fuck? Okay. Let's... How's the sound now? Chill out, OMG. How's the sound now? I have it on the layering over my voice. Can you still hear the music now? Is coming through my mic. How the fuck? How the fuck is it doing that though? The music is fully coming through my mic. Which is nuts. How does that happen? being routed to my mic. So it's gonna be no music for the rest of the stream. Is how that's gonna work. Cause I have no idea how to fix that issue. So we're gonna figure out how to fix that afterwards. Dang, cause that is crazy. Shout out TJ. So apparently every single person watching these streams was 100% okay with that the entire time. Everyone was just cool with that. That's nuts. But The Amazing Spider-Man that is nuts. Wait, can I fix it? Because that's like crazy. No music is nuts. No music is not a vibe. I mean, I guess I could, but then my mic would sound like ass. Thank you, TJ. Why would you say anything, bro? You were just sitting there. Bro, you were chilling it. I'm pooping on your lawn, bruh. Bruh, don't do that. Don't be. That's dangerous. If you're too embarrassed to ask for things, you're gonna live a bad life. That's dangerous. Don't do that. Because the first issue was I was not able to get any audio from my computer to even play, let alone with my mic. So now I'm like, okay, now we have a brand new issue. 2 kilograms of leather straps. Take over the world. The music at the correct volume. Okay, so that's crazy. So that means something happened in between. That's even crazier. Cause when TJ was saying it was too loud, it was at negative 50 dB, and it was. I did not have it lower than that at any point. I have had it higher, which is weird. Which means at some point it might have got into my mic or some shit. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I hate the part of the movie where I couldn't hear Tom Spider-Man listen to the music. When I'm close to the mic, it sounds fine. I don't want to be too close. I feel like this might be too close. I feel like this is too personal. I feel like you guys know too much about me. But the Andrew Spider-Man movie, Amazing Spider-Man 1, it's alright. Does alright. The villain, this Lizard's not really interesting. Can I make it negative 75? I think the maximum is negative 50. Well, actually, the music is not anything. The music is just playing. Like it's not even coming through. Well, it is coming through, but whatchamacallit. Because right now it is fully muted. Hold up. If I do this. Okay. I can't hear it, but I have a theory y'all might be able to hear it. Spider-Man know where to troubleshoot? TJ. Okay, yes. Okay, boom. I can't hear a thing. It's fully silent for me, but I'm as long as y'all can hear it. Okay, boom. Boom, boom, boom. As long as y'all can hear it. Ooh, I can hear the drums on this one. Am I on beat, guys? I think I'm on beat. But yeah, the Andrew Spider-Man movie, it's all right. Andrew does great. I think the actors are really good. I think they have really good actors, but it's just not interesting. Yeah, you really beat up some villains in this one. The character at first is not really the most interesting, right? Because I don't know. I think they start off with Peter being kind of a dickhead, which is comic accurate, but I think twipping into your mom Beth. Twipping into your mom Beth. Twipping into your mom Beth. Spider-Man working at tech support equipped with troubleshooters. That's facts. I'm surprised he did not need tech support in the new one that just came out. But the Andrew Amazing Spider-Man movie is probably, it's like the most average, right? Because I think they tried to do a lot. They tried to do stuff with Peter's parents. They tried to do stuff with, their backstory and secret agents and Oscorp and, Peter's dad being a secret scientist. But that never really matters at any point. Like, it could fully just be that, like, Peter interacts with this miscellaneous scientist because he loves fucking science. And that wouldn't really change a thing. And you're not really interested in Peter's parents at all. But it's not egregious, right? It's not totally filling the movie. It's only, probably 20 minutes of it. And, the second half of the movie is kind of like, Peter trying to be a good guy, Peter trying to be Spider-Man, trying to do the origin thing. Any scene with Peter and Aunt May and Uncle Ben is outstanding in this movie, though. That is true. The music's a bit silly. Yeah, the Tom Tate Garfield saga is really something interesting. You're a big Tate fan? Is that what you said? You're a big Tate fan? That's nuts. That's crazy. I did not know you were a big Tate fan. That's craziness. The delay on that was insanity. The delay on that was absolutely crazy. But whatchamacallit? Yeah, the lizard was meh. Didn't really care for him. Didn't really know what the fuck he was trying to do. I don't know. He's trying to turn the whole place into lizards. Don't really know why. I don't know. I didn't really care. Didn't really give a fuck, honestly. Didn't really give a shit. But, it worked. It did what it was supposed to do. Definitely flawed. I wasn't super connected to the Spider-Man parts. And I think it took too long for him to become fucking Spider-Man. You get an hour and 10 minutes into this movie, and he's not Spider-Man yet, or something, right? Or you get halfway through and he's not Spider-Man. And it's damn. They're 45 minutes and you're fuck, are we still waiting for him to become Spider-Man? God damn. But when he does, it's nice. The bridge scene is super nice. Again, any scene with Andrew Garfield and, I forget their actors, but Aunt May and Uncle Ben, outstanding. Any scene with Gwen and Spider-Man, though, is really annoying. I'm not gonna lie. They're gross. They are gross. They are improving it to hell. It's not the worst, though. There is worse. There's absolutely worse. Andy Garf. Yeah. That Andy Garf. So that's why the Amazing films are gonna be a C for me. C for me. I wonder how it's gonna look on YouTube, because this is gonna be on YouTube. Just a massive cut where the music's crazy. More like Andy Barf. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Then we got the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm gonna put that shit at half. Right. That shit is ass. That shit is garbage. That shit is really, really bad. I did a rewatch. Haven't watched it in a while. It was really bad. The script, too many villains again. Same issue as Spider-Man 3. Right. Electro is fine, crazy fanboy character. But why he wanted to attack? I guess he was oh, dead people don't like me. But I don't know. They didn't really make me care for him or make me scared of him. So he's just kind of there. He's not in the movie that long. Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin is bad. He sucks, dude. He's so shitty in this movie. When he's Green Goblin, it's so unmemorable and it's so instant. And he gets introduced and they're oh my god, I'm best friends with Spider-Man. And you're really? Since when? And they're since forever, dude. And they don't show flashbacks or anything. They just talk about it. And I'm okay, don't care at all. So, I didn't really care for his character. They kind of introduced Norman Osborn and they're you're going to get the Goblin virus. you're going to get the goblin virus. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like, what are you talking about? And he has long ass nails. And I'm like, why did they do that? Right? Like, it was probably to set up the Sinister Six movie that never came about, but it just makes this movie like suck. And they focus too fucking much on Peter's damn dad again. We don't know shit about his mom, by the way. It's just his dad. They both left. It's only his dad that we care about. They focus too much of it. He's like worried about it and shit, and then he like fucking throws a briefcase at some point and finds some coins, and then he goes into the fucking like ancient subway and then like finds some secrets and finds out that like the spider was like an experiment or whatever the hell, like that his dad worked on. And I'm like, what the fuck are we talking? I'm like, I don't give a shit. I care a lot more about like Peter Parker and what's going on with him, and that's hell bent on his relationship with Gwen Stacy, which I also don't care about in this movie. Cause like they're like not, they were a real couple, but they did not give them really a script in this one. And not like literally, they obviously did have a script, but it feels like they said, hey, it's okay, just improv. And the lines weren't great anyway, so they were just kind of like riffing, and they used whatever riffs they wanted to in these movies. It's like fun, like you can tell these are people having fun who like each other, but it's like not the most compelling. And also like Peter's drama is like, bro, just like do it. Just like listen to her dad, right? You knew her for a little bit, you know, just like leave her alone, go find some other girl. Let's make the drama that, right? Let's make the drama that she doesn't want to leave. That she's like, no, Peter, I want to be with you, or some shit. It looks nice though, right? TASM 2 looks really nice. Yeah, just let her go, man. I agree. Let her go home. Yeah, like, and Andy Garf, no way home though.
Shit like that.
Yeah, no way home though. But yeah, no, it's a F. It's a F. I get people like it. I get people really like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I get he has a great costume in this one. In the first TASM movie, it looks like ass, by the way. The first TASM costume looks like horseshit. It looks so bad. It's like yellow, it has yellow eyes, it has so many fucking random lines. It is the epitome of like the modern superhero costume problem that people are talking about. Well, I guess it's not modern, right? The like 5-year-old superhero costume problem, like Ant-Man's suit, where the suits have too many designs and details that are unnecessary to make them feel realistic instead of just going with a suit that looks like the character. So that's the issue with this movie, the first one. The suit looks like shit. The second one, the suit looks outstanding. It's my second favorite Spider-Man suit. You're gonna hear about my first one at the end. But yeah, they also have the Rhino in this movie. Not important. I obviously this movie's I'm watching it years after the trailer, so I'm not as mad about, you know, them teasing the Rhino, even though he's not in the movie. But it's like the Rhino's not great. He does nothing in the beginning. There's no, like, unless you knew he was called the Rhino, or like you heard someone call him the Rhino, you wouldn't know he's the Rhino. And maybe that's the point. But it's like, who the fuck is this goon? They spend so much time on it. I remember that teaser. I was so excited. Yeah, then he's not in the fucking movie. He's in the beginning and he's at the very end, right before they cut the credits. And then I won't even talk about the Sinister Six end credit scene. That fully flopped. I'm not going to blame this movie for that. But them spending an end credit scene, that's the issue with some end credit scenes. Everyone wants an end credit scene, but when you force one, sometimes you got to promise shit that you don't know if you can make. And they didn't know they could make that. And they were like, we swear we can. No, we can't, bro. This movie fucking flopped for a goddamn reason, bro. It's like not, no, it's really bad. It's pretty shitty. It's pretty bad. After a bender, busted all over the sodium eating table. Yeah, this again, yeah. Are you clip farming? Are you clip farming, TJ? They are clearly more into artificial webbing. Jeez Louise, this is horrific. Oh, I need like oh brother, like, oh my god. Christ. But the Mark Webb duology is meh. First one has potential. The second one squanders all that potential because it's setting up for shit. And because it was trying to set up for shit and fill shit in there, it didn't have time to make a really, really good story, or even like a fun, okay story with some flaws like the first one. just gross, man. You're right, this movie is just gross. So this is getting an F. Next is Homecoming. I'm gonna talk about Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming, I liked a lot. I saw this movie in middle school. No, beginning of high school, I think. Maybe late middle school. And this is obviously not an origin movie, but F. Are you serious? I don't think F. I don't think S. Not S, but not F. I think F is a little exaggerated. God dang. But hey, I support that. But Homecoming, I feel like, is a good introduction to Peter Parker as Spider-Man, right? When you look at the movie through that lens, it does that good, but it's not. No, wait, that was delayed. God damn. Ho, ho, ho. Like, you know? Ho, ho, ho. Homecoming is a solid H. Yeah, H for Homecoming. Yeah, but Homecoming does a young Peter Parker super well, right? What I didn't want this movie to be, especially watching all these movies together, is just be Spider-Man 1, The Amazing Spider-Man 1, right? Just be an origin where they're like, Peter Parker is an absolute loner, and he has no friends, but he likes Mary Jane. Oh my God. No, we introduced Peter being like, well, he's not the popular kid, but he has a friend. And, you know, we don't know Michelle is, Bro, why am I getting period ads in the middle of my stream? I can set the ads off. Period ads. Hey, they're watching out for you, yo. What do you mean, why are you getting them? I hope I'm getting tampon money for this. What if I just play more ads? I have a button that lets me play more. What if I say, fuck you? No, you need that money. Trust me, the money I get from these streams is not enough to get money. Trust me. The 5 cents, get that tampon. The 5 cents I'm getting from that is not gonna help me. But I think this movie does Peter very well. I think I talked about Angar for a while. I think he's just a great actor. I'm not gonna say he's my favorite Peter or my favorite Spider-Man, right? I think he does an accurate Peter. I think he does an accurate Spider-Man. It's just for the current times. I do think him and Emma in a room, they're annoying, but that's fine. I think Tom Holland has my favorite combination of the two. I think Tobey has a great Peter, and he does a great Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. I think Tom Holland as a whole has the best Peter Parker and the best Spider-Man because he feels like a kid who likes nerdy shit and likes superheroes and wants to do the right thing. And that is the most important thing about Spider-Man. I think the supporting cast in this movie is great, and I think the villain of this movie is great. I think the Vulture is outstanding. I don't think he's Doc Ock. I don't think he's Green Goblin, but I think he's outstanding. I think Michael Keaton as the Vulture does a great job. I think he's extremely threatening. I think the twist at the end of the movie that he's actually Liz's father is super cool. That whole car scene where they're driving and the Vulture's trying to figure out if Peter is Spider-Man, and when he figures it out, the light goes from red to green or green to red. Hard as fuck, because that does so much visual storytelling, which I think the Raimi movies did a lot. I don't think the web movies did too much of it, which may be a reason why they're a bit lower on the list. But I like Homecoming because it is still about great responsibility in an MCU context. That's just my opinion, right? I still need a Peter who's a bit of a brat between him getting powers and Ben's death. Ooh, so like specifically a brat in between A and B? Yeah, honestly, I think that would be interesting. I mean, the Raimi movies kind of do that, right? You know what I'm saying? But the Andrew Garth movies, he's kind of like a little bit of a dickhead from the beginning, and he doesn't stop being a dickhead until he saves his first kid 40 minutes into the movie. And Tom is kind of just like a nice, chill guy the whole time. 'Cause he's sort of like oh my God, guys! Oh, frick! Right? Sorry. Tosh, please don't clip that. But, whatchamacallit? Right. Tom is sort of a nice guy the whole way around. And I think it works for this movie. I want to address the Iron Boy Jr. complaints, right? People say that the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies do not work because he's just Iron Boy Jr., because he's just Iron Man's sidekick. And I think it's a symptom of a larger problem in the MCU, that if you dislike the larger problem like intensely, you're going to have a problem with the symptom, where everything in the MCU feels like it has to connect to itself. And I think Brand New Day actually fixes it, to be honest. But like the MCU's kind of scared of having things just exist, right? For a while they were like, well, no, if it exists, it needs to connect to something. If it exists, it needs to connect to something. You know, like introducing a brand new character is usually what they do it for. But the more crossovers they do, they feel the need to connect to it. Plus, like with Spider-Man, because they introduced it through Iron Man, they're like, well, now Iron Man is tied to this guy, and we got to sort of keep that arc going and keep that mentorship going. You know, to help Spider-Man's character grow. And obviously, the Home trilogy was an origin story within itself, but that's after the fact. But I don't care about the Iron Boy Jr. complaints because I don't think they're that crazy. Yeah, he has a lot of tech. Yeah, he gets help from Iron Man, but I think it's just illustrating a Spider-Man in a world where superheroes exist before, right? Where superheroes exist before him, and he's a big fan. He's obviously going to look for approval. And we sort of see that through the entire Home trilogy, where Spider-Man interacts with superheroes for the need of approval, because he is still a kid actively growing up. I get how some people can dislike all the gadgets, but I don't know, right? For me, it's like Spider-Man has gadgets. You know what I'm saying? Like, Spider-Man is a smart kid. Now, I think for this movie, yeah, he has a fuck ton of gadgets, but it's to learn the lesson. Hey, man. If you need the suit, you're not Spider-Man. You know, if you need all these advancements, if you need all these high-tech weapons, then you're not really Spider-Man. And he learns to be Spider-Man at the end of Homecoming, right? And he essentially earns the right to use all these high-tech suits, all these high-tech stuff. And then they wrap that shit up at the end of the trilogy. But I think it works here. And I am a fan of the Home trilogy. I feel there's always been gadgets in Spider-Man. It's his form of expression as a hero. Yeah, like there's always been gadgets, and I think people maybe are like, oh, it should be Peter's or not Tony's, but I'm like, gadgets are gadgets. Peter is an extremely smart person, and even though this movie does not have him build his own suit, they make up for it by showing that he's super smart everywhere else. Right? He is super fucking smart everywhere else. He is going to like a fucking science school. He's going to science fairs. He's like helping his friend hack his suit. He's a fucking genius. They're still showing that part of his character through different parts. I appreciate Tom Holland's Spider-Man for being a fresh take on a character, not being a repeat of his origin. Yes, I think the fresh take was super important to grab people who maybe were sick of the origin, because we have to think of the context that these movies are coming out in. That matters too. So for me, honestly, and this might be different than my letterbox, but Homecoming is below the first Raimi movie in B. And I'm going to say that does deserve a cheer. Right? I might move Raimi's to A, actually. I might move the first Raimi to A, to be honest. But next thing we got is Spider-Man Far From Home. So Spider-Man Far From Home, I'll admit, guys, I love this movie a lot. Guys. I love Spider-Man Far From Home. It is very controversial because people felt like it was taking Spider-Man's identity from him. I'll say this, I don't think that's true. I think this is a fun Spider-Man movie in this unique take of Spider-Man where he's able to do these crazy stuff, where he's able to directly work with, you know, S.H.I.E.L.D. and Tony Stark's team and get himself involved cross-country. You know, that is completely fair. I really like Homecoming, but there was something missing in some parts. Like, it wasn't all filling for me. You say you like the Tom Holland trilogy, and a Spider-Man 2 Raimi fan jumps you. That's how it feels, Taj. That's how it feels. But Greenwood, yeah. I feel like, yeah, I think it's totally valid to say that there was stuff missing from some parts. I think there's some essential Spider-Man-isms that are not in the Tom Holland trilogy, right? I think he's not on the streets a lot. He's not doing a lot of the street-level stuff. I'll admit this, Far From Home is not a street-level Spider-Man movie, right? It's like a global-scale Spider-Man movie, right? It's not aliens in space, right? It's not fighting an army, but it is involving, you know, more than just New York City. It's involving a much bigger scale of a story. And I'm okay with that. And I'm also okay with that because I think Spider-Man Far From Home has one of the best Spider-Man villains in these movies, Mysterio. Mysterio took us for a loop. Now, obviously, you knew Mysterio was a bad guy, Right? You know Mysterio, you know he's a bad guy. But I don't know if y'all remember, the conversation around this movie had some people thinking he wasn't gonna be. Some people were saying that this is how the multiverse is gonna be introduced, right? And I remember some people saying that because it was a multiverse movie, this might have been a good Mysterio, or some other crazy shit, right? But some people had some doubts. And even if you go into the movie knowing Mysterio is a bad guy, the reveal is fucking crazy. Because Jake Gyllenhaal's performance is A1. It is a shame that him and Andrew Garfield didn't get to share the screen in Spider-Man, because they would have fucking killed it. Jake Gyllenhaal does outstanding. He is completely twirling him. He is completely fucking psychotic. And he illustrates that so good. Jake Gyllenhaal does not have to be 100% sympathetic, right? I think the Vulture, you totally get him. You're like, no, man, fuck Damage Control, bro. He's trying to get his bread. Get in his way of getting his bread, he's gonna fuck you up. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Jelly P is a storyteller. We are 20% of our goal. Everyone, W's in the chat. Sorry for quoting Drake. W's in the chat for that. That's awesome. That is outstanding. Oh my god. Oh, did my screen freeze? It did. Hold up. Chat, stay with me. Chat, stay with me. Chat, stay with me. Chat. Mysterio is the hold on, I gotta reset the music, guys. Oh, never mind. Mysterio is the only villain in the Spidey films that technically won, because his identity was exposed. It basically caused Tom's Spider-Man even more suffering. Exactly. Like, Mysterio completely got what he desired to get. And if that, on top of his performance, on top of the effects. I'm a big fan of trippy effects. I'm a big fan of, like, visual things that are just, like, really crazy and out of this world. I'm a big fan of things that really spark the imagination, and those Mysterio scenes really carry the film for me. Honestly, they're fucking crazy. In the theater, I was like, what is reality? What is not reality? And I think the fact that it could play with that, it wasn't scary, but it made you go, damn, what the fuck is going on? Like, it was, every single scene was done so well. And I think for me, some people forget that there was a time where superhero movies had fucking boring visuals, where nothing looked cool. Everyone just kind of went, like, bro, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, so me seeing that, I was like, that is so cool, because that's so stylish, that's so interesting, that's so comic book, that's so cool. And I think because it is willing to take all these creative strides and be this amazing and bombastic as a film, I'm a bit okay with it being less traditional of a Spider-Man story. But I totally understand how some people are not fucking with it as much, right? Now, where would I put it? It's above Homecoming for me. Still, to this day, it's above Homecoming for me. But do I like it more than Raimi's Spider-Man 1? Let me think about it, right? Do I like Mysterio more than Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin in Spider-Man 1? Debatably, I think they're tied. Do I like Tom? Dude, this is a thing. Fuck it, bro. For now. It's gonna be in B for now. Far From Home doesn't get praise for being the most visually appealing out of the whole trilogy. And I'm a visuals guy. And I'm a visuals first type of guy. I've always been a visuals first type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. That's how I feel. I watched Far From Home again with a friend earlier today, and dude, that spider sense scene is legitimately so good. Right? That shit is fire. That shit is so good. That shit is so good, bruh. Oh my god. I love it. I might change it later on, but for now it's gonna be B. Then we have Spider-Man No Way Home. Sorry, Chad. It's gonna be a Spider-Man No Way Home. And honestly, I'll admit, I'm biased. I think Spider-Man No Way Home is one of my favorite Spider-Man stories. Now, would I say that it is the most essential Spider-Man story? Would I say it's the most accurate to a typical Spider-Man story? No, man. No. It is not. Right? It's a multiverse. It's a Spider-Verse story. It's fully a multiverse story. And it's not the best Spider-Verse story. It's the third best because there's 3. What's it, S tier? That's Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. That's Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. Because that shit is like peak, right? But I'll say this, y'all. S to B, I love all of these movies. It is not like such a difference in quality. But for me, right? First up, where I watched it originally, those original memories, but also acknowledging the film as it is right now, it is super fun. It is super, super fun, right? It gives you a Spider-Man tale about responsibility, about choice, about the struggle, about the balance between Peter Parker and Spider-Man, and it fully plays off the other films. It fully says, dude, everything you've been doing, it's all accumulated to this, and now we're here. And the comparison of the other Spideys, right? This is essentially you may be able to physically beat these guys in a fist fight, but the emotions of what is coming, you're not ready. And this movie is your journey to get ready, right? I think it's fun. I think it also has the best version of Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. I say it right now. It has the best version of Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. He fucking that scene in the apartment where they're just fucking beating the shit out of each other. It's so good. Tom Spider-Sense scene in No Way Home, outstanding. The performances between the characters, outstanding. All the action scenes, outstanding. Redeemed Electro, redeemed the Lizard. Did not redeem the Sandman, I fear. Outstanding. No Way Home would have been better if it wasn't for those damn leaks before the film actually released. I think that is totally 100% valid. It goes back to the leaks. Maybe it's good we didn't watch those Cosmic Wonder videos. But yeah, if you were someone who saw the leaks and, you know, that affected your viewing of the movie, totally valid. I think it's fucked up that leaks released. For me, I was vindicated, but that's because that movie had a different thing for me, right? I think with this new one, Brand New Day, I didn't want to see any leaks. I ended up having to make videos, but for No Way Home, I think it excited me for some reason. But I didn't want to know too much, right? I didn't want to see any clips or trailers. I just wanted my dream movie to come out. And I think No Way Home delivered on both the fan service, but also the emotions, right? I think that was the worry. People were like, is this just gonna be a cameo fest fan movie, right? And it wasn't. It was mainly about Tom and Tom's Peter. And still to this day, out of every Spider-Man parental figure death scene, the Aunt May one is the most emotional. Yeah. The Aunt May death scene is more emotional than both Uncle Ben scenes. I said it, okay? Even rewatching No Way Home, that shit makes me fucking bawl and cry. I will say, though, it's almost apples and oranges. Because you get 2 full movies to fall in love with Aunt May. Right? And when you see Uncle Ben, you know he's finna die. Right? So it can't be as emotional. I will say the Andrew movies almost got it if they didn't have Uncle Ben kind of be an idiot. But that's fine. Right? I think not showing Uncle Ben getting shot is really important for Uncle Ben. For May, this was super important because the intensity being like, no, don't let it happen. Right? There's 3 because Civil War. You're right. There's 3 because she was in Civil War. Exactly. Like, it's... So you get a lot to grow with Aunt May. So her death scene for me is the most emotional, and then how that affects Peter and how that affects Peter's rage in the rest of the movie and how that affects what Peter wants to do, and then his interactions with Toby and Andrew. It's not just that they're in the movie, but they actively affect the movie to such a degree that only those characters could do, and it works so well. And the moments of fan service, they just feel earned. Because if you're watching this movie, you've seen the other ones. So this is your reward, right? This is your reward of being a Spider-Man fan. It is a Spider-Man movie that is celebrating Spider-Man. And it's doing the Spider-Verse, and it's super dope. Like, I love it. It's gonna be an A for me. And I know people are gonna crucify me because I put this over the first Raimi movie. I think the first Raimi movie is amazing. But, fuck. Okay. No, okay, I'll think about it at the end. I'll think about it at the end, y'all. But I think the first Raimi movie is amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's me. But it's got some flaws that I think the second one gets rid of so quickly. But No Way Home, it just hits different to me. Plus, my experience watching it was so beautiful. Okay, y'all. Now we got the movie of the hour. Yeah, guys. We got Brand New Day. Okay, Spider-Man Brand New Day is gonna be... Well, I talked about it a lot in this movie, in this stream. But for the YouTube audience, I think in the most no-spoiler way, this... Oh, hold on. Greenwood says, No Way Home works better because it takes place in the Multiverse Saga, but if it was in other phases like the Infinity War Saga, it wouldn't work because it's the Multiverse Saga. Expect there to be cameos. Yeah, I mean, yeah, duh, right? Like, you can tell the story really once. It hits once, at least in this verse, it hits once, and it makes sense to do it now. I also think if it did it in the Infinity Saga, you don't have enough Peter for it to matter. You don't know Tom's Peter enough for it to really hit. This is the perfect amount because we've gotten a lot of movies of him at this point, and we've already cried for him. We've seen him die and come back to life, so, you know. But Brand New Day, I think, fixes a lot of the issues of the Home trilogy. I think it fixes a lot of issues where people were like, oh, the swinging isn't really good. It has the best swinging in the entire franchise. It has the best swinging out of any movie. It has the best action out of any movie. It looks so good. It looks so fucking good. Let's actually zoom out so we can see the whole tier list. It looks so damn good the entire time. Like, the acting is outstanding. The emotions are outstanding. The shots are really good. It is directed, my opinion, the best out of all of them. Not saying it has the best director, but it is the best directed out of all of them. But it's fucking someone's hammering upstairs. The fuck. And I think it does the street level stuff super well and builds the world great. And I think for me, that makes it one of my favorites because it's also just a good Spider movie to watch. It feels like one you can just turn on and be like, dang, this is a classic. It doesn't feel like you gotta, you know, it doesn't feel that out of place. I think Homecoming is almost a classic, right? But I think, you know, it feels a bit soft. And I think Far From Home doesn't feel like a classic Spider movie because it is such of a bigger scale, right? I think the bigger scale movie you do, the less you can watch it on repeat. This feels like a movie that you'll just have, and it's a casual Spider-Man story. It being street level was the best choice that they made. When they said it was going to be a Battle World movie, that was fucking... That was going to suck, right? When it was going to be multiverse and Venom stuff, that was going to suck too, right? We need Spider-Man at this grounded level, especially now. That doesn't change how I think about the Home movies, but it makes me appreciate this movie because it grounds Spider-Man and it gives us a new Spider-Man. It gives us a brand new Spider-Man. It completely works. Now, it's not perfect, right? It has some flaws. I think the way it writes Sadie Sink's character, not going to say it in case of spoilers, but I think the way it writes Sadie Sink's character, it does the MCU thing, where it takes an antagonistic figure and it gives them a completely valid and sympathetic point of view and motivation. And then it says, but here's them doing a bunch of crazy shit to make you feel like it's okay to beat them up. And it's like, well, we don't need that. You just need to, and it's like, okay, well, we don't need this. And not only do they make them do crazy shit, but it's crazy shit that doesn't feel like it aligns with their views or morals or whatever. And it's like, well, that feels out of character. That either feels out of character, or now they feel crazy, and it's like, well, let's beat their ass, but, you know, where's the correlation? I think the motivation for the main thing Sadie Sink's character was doing in this movie made complete sense. Completely justified, yes. But a lot of the little things this character was doing, right, in the mannerisms and how she interacted with Spider-Man and how she interacted with other people was super nuts. It was like, what the fuck? It's like, what a dickhead. Like straight up putting people in danger, almost killing people, debatably, like doing some extremely ethically questionable things to people who did not deserve it, to people who had nothing to do with it, to innocent, like legitimate, no nonsense, non-debatable innocence. And then it's like, but here's my motivation. It's like, their motivation does not explain that. And it's like, the fuck? And that's fine. Characters do not have to be morally perfect, but I have a feeling that they're not going to acknowledge that, or they're going to wave it off for a joke. And I'm like, okay, it would be very cool if we explored that, to be honest. But I don't know. And that's such a small nitpick for a movie that was really, really, really great. So with that, where is it going? Is it going to F? Not going to F. Is it going to D? It's not going to D. It's definitely going above C. I'm going to say... Okay. Maybe on rewatch it'll change. But we're going to put that at B. Right in between... No, actually. We're going to put that top of B. And I'm putting Raimi at A. Putting Raimi at A. We're putting... Yeah. So this is the full tier list. I forgot you were here. Man, it's a 4-year-old movie, but I know you don't watch movies. My son has a medical condition. He's deeply afraid of movies. He does not like them. He's scared of them. The doctor said it gives hives, so we don't let him watch any movies. So yeah, that's my fault. Blame me, guys. My fault. My bad. No, you're fucking crazy. That doesn't happen at all. No. What? What are you talking about? But this is my tier list, y'all. Amazing Spider-Man 2 at F, Spider-Man 3 at D, The Amazing Spider-Man at C, Spider-Man Homecoming, Far From Home, and Brand New Day in that order at B, Spider-Man 1 and No Way Home at A, and Spider-Man 2 at S. This is the tier list. This probably, I don't know. I might rewatch Brand New Day a bit. Maybe next Spider-Man movie I'll do this again. Who knows? But, oh no, so the Spider-Verse movies are both S's and they're both better than Spider-Man 2. I said it, both of them. Across is the best one and 2 is really good. That's just because I'm a bigger fan of the story in Across. But that is my tier list, y'all. And I think I'm looking at the time. We had a few other things planned for the stream. We had a few other segments planned. Well, we had one other segment. We were going to go through some Spider-Man hot takes, but I think that's going to be it for me, everyone. It's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you guys for dealing with my nonsense, my bullshit, my silly jokes, my silliness. I'm very, very tired. I'm very, very hungry. I appreciate every single one of you who came through, whether you're watching right now, whether you're watching at the beginning, whether you're watching afterwards. Really, every single like, comment, interaction means the world to me. I'm a silly guy, and I get a bit aggressive, and I get a bit mean, but it's all love. Because you guys are all storytellers, we're all storytellers, we're all creatives, and we're all sharing the love of art and the love of the medium here. So thank you so much for being here. Be sure to watch out for this weekend, because I'm just going to be reposting that tier list to YouTube. So, hope you enjoy that. Watch that. That would be great. But thank you guys so much. I will see all of you guys later, and I hope all of you have a damn good one. Peace.